This presentation is on using a simple PHP program. And you can see from the heading on the page that it is a simple PHP program. So what's going on here? It tells us the date, puts the time over there. Time's not doing anything, it's just sitting there. It's got an interesting sentence. You may use parentheses, but they are not required. Well, good to know. Well, I'm going to show you why I put that sentence there when I show you the code. Now, the program has already been run. I want to run it again. I'm going to click the reload here to run it again. Watch the time as I continue to reload the page. The seconds keep going up. So it's like a little clock, but I have to keep hitting the reload to get it to run. But each time we do this, it runs. Notice over here that we have the program name itself, and it's got a .php extension. They have to for PHP to run. And I'll show you what that will do for you when we look at the code. Also notice over here I have the word localhost. That means that I'm developing and running this program on my local PC with some specialized software that you're going to get to download, and it is free. And this will allow you to do most of the development on your local PC. Now, obviously, we're not going to leave PHP programs there. We want them to go up on the internet so everybody can use them, or at least the users we want can use them. So let's go look at the code. Here it is. Looks a lot like a web page. Good reason for that. It is a web page. This is simplified. I didn't put a doc type or any of the normal standard things here, but this is just to show you the basics. Beginning HTML tag, ending one. Body, just like a real web page. All of this HTML here is just processed normally. Nothing changes. I even applied a style here on the body to get different font family and font size at 16 point. If you know about styles, you'll be able to do that. And I'm going to show you a little bit about styles as we proceed through the class. Just a little bit, just enough to help us format our pages in a little bit nicer way. Now, where's the PHP code? Here it is. This is the beginning PHP tag and the ending PHP tag. The goal of all of PHP code usually is to render HTML onto the page as if we typed it there to begin with. Now, generally you think, well, why don't we just type it there to begin with? Because it could change for something. You notice the time was changing, right? So let's look at this statement up here. This very first statement runs a date function. That's a special PHP construct. And it says bring back the year, the month, and the day. And it puts it into this PHP variable called $today. That's just the way PHP does it. It puts a dollar in front of variable names. Think of things like you did in grade school where x equals 5 and y equals 7. Well, we like to name things a little bit more meaningfully, so we put $today equals this date. So the next statement here prints the paragraph, the bold tag, and the words today is today. Now that $today will get replaced with the actual date of today. And while we didn't see it change when we looked at it because the day didn't change while we were running the program, tomorrow it'll be different. The day after, it'll be different. We end the bold, we end the paragraph. All right, let's move down. Another line of code. There's that date function again. This time it's going to bring back hours, minutes, and seconds. And it puts it in a variable called $time. Now, look at this. I used something different. Here I had the word print, and I printed out the today. Here I have the word echo. Truth be told, not much difference between a print and an echo. For all practical purposes, they do the same thing. People favor different choices based on what they're used to. Some languages use echo more, some use print. I favor print because I learned Perl first, and Perl uses print. So, here we go. I put out another sentence. Paragraph, bold, and the time is $time. Now that $time gets turned in to the time. We saw that. We saw that change. Every second it changed. Every time we ran the program, we went through this whole thing. We were running a brand new web page. It would start here, go up to the server, change all this PHP code. It would run it and process it and echo or print out HTML and convert it into that, and then it would end. So new time every time. Now here I print. You may use parentheses. Now notice I start the paragraph here, comma, and then I echoed, which is the same thing as print, but they are not required, end paragraph. So I broke this up into 2 lines. That's fine. When we viewed the page, it appeared on 1 line, because the HTML generated would appear on 1 line. Let's go back to the web page for just a second. You can always do a view page source. I'm running in Firefox. There's equivalents to this in all the other major browsers. And you can see the HTML that's been generated by your PHP program. See, we got the heading there and paragraph. Today is 17th, and the time is, here's the time, the latest time we ran it. You may use parentheses, but they're not required, blah, 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 blah. All HTML. We don't ever see PHP code when we look at the view page source. Everything that's rendered back to the browser is only the HTML code, never the PHP code. This makes PHP secure. You can do secure things on the server that the end user doesn't get to see. You get the effect of it, but you don't open up any secure information for the user to see. So it's one of the beauties of really all server-side languages. PHP, as I said before, I think is one of the easiest to learn and use.